Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper. I am doing a comprehensive review series of Optimus Prime figures called That's Just Prime. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine video, unboxings, vlogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I upload 2 videos a week, sometimes more. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see.
Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Bumblebee movie Energon Igniters Core Optimus Prime, and this is a complete surprise. So the title of this figure, I'm just going off of what this packaging says right here in front of me. This is a complete surprise. I stopped at the store on my way home today. I've been stopping in, hunting for the new Rise of the TMNT figures that are starting to leak out this week. And in one of the stops that I made that was actually out of my way, they had this figure. It's completely unexpected. So brand new territory here. This is really, really cool. So I wanted to show you the figure in the packaging as I found it. As you can see, he's packed in robot mode and he is just tied down to an open package. He's got some sort of an Energon Igniter core, some sort of an engine gimmick here. We're going to get into that. As you can see, I haven't even tied him yet, so I haven't gotten into this figure. I don't know what this does. Around the back, they did have a couple more of these figures, and I'm looking to see if maybe there was a cross-sell. There is not. To be honest, I didn't even pay attention to who the other characters were. I saw Optimus Prime, I grabbed them and ran. But as you can see here, it's a very movie style looking Optimus Prime. So you've got the picture of the figure both in robot and in vehicle mode, and it shows us that there's an action feature where the igniter core thing goes into the back. Apparently something's going to flip out with weapons, it's looking like, and our instructions are right here. Looks like we've got an 11-step transformation printed right there on the card. So without further ado, let's get this guy out of the package and see what he's all about. And here we have Optimus out of the package and in truck mode. So real quick, just a couple of things. First off, he is retailing for approximately $20. And as you can probably see from the figure itself and from the way it was packaged, this is not like the high-end collectible type of figure. This one seems to be more aimed at the younger audience, so be prepared for that. Retail price $20. Also, something to really look out for, especially considering this came in an open package. I consider myself very, very lucky because when I took him out of the package, that smokestack was floating around just underneath in there. So I consider myself very lucky that that had not fallen off somewhere else in the store, in the car, or who knows where. So I did manage to find that at least, and I was able to salvage it. As you can see, it pops off really easily. So I'm probably going to be gluing that one in, and as I'm playing around with them and trying to learn them and whatnot, this one popped off on me once as well. So do keep an eye for that and make sure that both of the smokestacks are there if you plan on picking one up. Now, moving on. As you can see, Optimus here has a very classic flat cab truck, very reminiscent of what he had back in the G1 days. Here in truck mode, Optimus is approximately 6 inches long and about 3 inches tall at the cab, 3.5 if you go to the top of the smokestacks. And he looks really nice, I think. It is a little basic. You see, we don't have some paint here, for example, on the windows. They're molded in, but they're not painted. We did get painted wheels, and I honestly can't remember the last time we actually had Hasbro painted wheels. That's incredible. I absolutely love that we got painted wheels on this. And not only that, but the wheels are on pins. They're not that snap-on type of wheel. So he actually rolls really, really nicely. This is very, very refreshing how he rolls, what he looks like. I like this a lot. Around the back, It's this, I guess this is supposed to look like a hitch, and it somehow sort of kind of does, but it's also very obviously the feet. So there's that. And then you've got some detailing around the back there for where the taillights, I guess, would be. And just kind of going all the way around. This part back here is very sort of obvious that it's a robot. There's not a whole lot of hiding going on back here, and we don't have any tanks here. So this very obviously looks like thighs and parts of robots and whatnot. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this truck mode. I think it looks pretty cool. Now, he also comes with his Energon Igniter core, which is this thing right here. And what this is, actually, this is not some sort of a snap out or pop out attack feature or anything like that. This is actually a spring-loaded engine. As you can see when I press down on that, there's a little wheel down there that spins. So the way to work this, I'm going to back it up just a little bit there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take these panels in the back where his feet are, and we're going to swing these around. And as you can see, those open up to reveal some weapons right there. And then the Energon core is going to snap in right here. And let me see if I'm going the right way. No, I'm going to want to go this way. So, oh, there's a good way of knowing. So there's a little tab right there, or peg right there that's going to point to the front. So that's going to go in, and it's just going to snap right into place, just like that. So now, once you do that, that wheel is going to pop out just enough to give Optimus a push. And he does kind of have a little bit of a slow start, but when you push down on that, he's going to start to roll, and eventually he'll pick up enough speed, as you can see, to kind of go. So pretty cool. You can put this guy on the floor and push down on him, and he'll roll away. And like I said, there were a couple other characters on the shelf that were on this exact same toy line. They were all in the same kind of open packaging with the igniter, the Energon Igniter core thing. So it would seem pretty cool. Like you could put these, a couple of these down on the ground and press on those and just kind of race them. So that seems very, very cool right there. So we'll go ahead and take these off, put him back into his regular truck mode, set that aside, and real quick for comparison, here he is next to the Cyberverse Optimus Prime that is currently in stores right now. So you can see what those guys look like together. Not much of a difference. He's actually a pretty good size, so not bad at all. So now we'll set this guy aside, and we'll get into the transformation. So to transform this guy, we're going to start right back here with the feet, and I'm probably doing this out of order, but these guys are just tabbed in right there, and as you can see, this guy just swings all the way out. There's a tab on the bottom, or on the top of the foot right there. It's going to snap into, or tab into, that bottom piece right there. So we're going to do that on both sides. We're going to take the whole front of the truck here, and we're just going to pop this forward. And this whole thing is sort of kind of going to explode, so we're going to do a little bit of everything here. We're going to take these panels. There's that smokestack again, so we'll just pop that all back on and hope that it stays. So we're going to pop this panel forward just enough to let us untab these front wheels. As you can see, those are tabbed in right in there. So now that the front panel is out of the way, we can bring these back and all the way around. And it looks like the smokestack already fell out again. I am definitely going to super glue that back on. So I'm really, really lucky that that didn't just disappear. So we brought the front wheels all the way to the back like that, and then we can take this entire back assembly and bring it down just like so. I'll bring the camera up just a little bit. Now we're going to take these side panels here. Actually, we're going to start with this top panel right here. There's a little notch in there that you can get your finger in. You're going to pop that out and bring it all the way around, and that's just going to lay on us back there. And we're going to reach in here, bring these pieces up. These are going to be his shoulder pieces. Now we're going to take these side pieces, pop these off to the side, and this entire front panel is going to come up and over and fold all the way around his back and lay right there. And it doesn't look like it snaps into anything. It just kind of comes down like that. Before we do anything further, I'm going to take the waist. We're going to rotate it all the way around. We're going to bring these arm panels back, and as you can see, there's clips here. These are going to clip right into these side of this panel there, so that's going to hold everything together right there and there. We can go ahead while we're back here. You can see that there's kind of like a little key piece there, so we slide that forward, and that's going to unlock the legs for us. Finally, we're going to take these windshield pieces, and we're going to unlock these, bring them straight down. and then turn the forearms around to form Optimus's arms. Get them all nice and straight. And there is our Bumblebee movie, Energon Igniter Core, Optimus Prime. And I think he looks pretty good. Here in robot mode, Optimus stands approximately 7.5 inches tall. And as you can see, one more time, he's just really modeled after that first 3 live-action movie style Optimus Prime. Most of us at this point, I'm not going to go into details or spoilers or anything like that, but most of us at this point have probably seen the latest trailer for Bumblebee movie, and we've seen what Optimus Prime is apparently going to look like, at least for part of the movie, and we know that this is not it. This looks very much like the one we saw in the first 3. So, but still very cool that a G1 style-ish truck transforms once again into that movie Optimus Prime. Very cool. I like it a lot. We're going to come in close to look at the face. And again, it's just a movie Optimus Prime, and it is very well done. And once again, that smoke tack is off. So just keep an eye on that so you guys don't lose it. Let's look at articulation. Oh, here in, if I haven't mentioned already, here in robot mode, Optimus stands approximately 7.5 inches tall. So that's a pretty good size there. Going into articulation, you can see the head is on a joint that just spins. So no up and down or anything like that. He's just going to look left and right. We got a joint that allows us to spin, go forward, backward, and all the way around at the shoulder, as well as an in and out. And we have a rotation at the bicep, as well as a double hinge on the elbow for transformation. A little bit of spin on the waist, that's thanks to transformation, and then the hips can go forwards, backwards, in and out to a degree, as long as the panels are not getting in your way. That, unfortunately, is about it. There is no rotation at the thigh, there is no bend at the knee, and there is no articulation at the ankle. So from the hip down, he's pretty much a brick. So again, one more time, this kind of looks like it's going to be the one that's aimed more at the younger audience than he is going to be aimed at the serious collectors, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Going all the way around, you can see not a lot of kibble. Panelly in places, maybe, but not terribly panelly, I don't think. That's just my opinion. He looks pretty good. He's got a pretty slim profile. He looks pretty good. I like this a lot. This is very, very cool. Now, this core thing doesn't appear to do anything other than just what he did in the vehicle mode. That's it. There's no unfolding or anything like that. I did notice that when you turn this part here, when you're doing the spring action roll part, this port back here also spins. So I did see that. There's a tab in the front, or a peg in the front rather, that does not spin. That just stays stuck in place. So I don't know if there's going to be some sort of pegging together, like a bunch of these for some sort of an action feature later on, a build kind of thing, or if you can hold this as a weapon maybe, and have some sort of a spinning weapon there. I don't know. This is all we've got. So we'll set that aside real quick for comparison. Once again, there he is with Cyberverse Optimus Prime. And as you can see, Cyberverse kind of towers over him quite a bit. All right, so we'll set that guy off to the side. And that looks like that is pretty much it. So very excited to see new Optimus Prime figures on the shelf. The new Bumblebee movie figures look like they're starting to pop out. So keep an eye out for that. Very cool stuff right there. So I think that about covers our Transformers Bumblebee movie, Energon Igniter Core, if that's what it's called, Optimus Prime. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment. Give me some thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please click on that bell icon so you're notified when I make new videos. And please share with your friends if you like what you see. And I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.